me up. Fuck me up. Shit. Fuck me dead. Oh shit. Alright, just to give you an idea, I've just picked up all these books. Oh, I might be able to reach it, and I realise I need another one. Oh no. Oh, got it. Yes. Okay. Oh, golly. Wally, fuck me up. Oh god. Okay. Oh great, my bra strap's out. Fuck you, bra strap. Okay. It's great. Fuck me, Dad. All this for a thumbnail. Okay, very gently put the box back down. Ooh. Okay. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Now, this will be my first ever wrap up and trigger read that I think is on time. Normally I post them about halfway through the month, and yeah, but this is like my best ever reading month. I actually just had all the books in my hand that I have read slash am going to read. Actually, I just missed out on some. Fuck me dead. Fuck me dead. Where is my other one? Shit. Where is that? Oh my god, where the fuck have I put it? Oh no. Where the fuck is that? Fuck me up, where is that? Violet! Damn it, I'm gonna have to take this fucking thing again. Oh, you know what? Fuck it. Sorry about that. I found 2 books that I missed out on. This is the most I've ever read in 1 month. I'm so proud of myself for smashing through all these books, so I'm going to keep it short and sweet. First, I'm going to start off with the books that I read in November. I'll do it in chronological order. Some of them I may have already told you about in my October wrap-up, and I'll go back through them, as I said, pretty briefly. And then I'll tell you what I plan to read in December. I can't believe we're already in December. Where has this year gone? Soon it will have been almost a full year of me being on Bookstagram, and then I don't think I started this till July, but it's all gonna come around so quick. The first book I'll talk about I mentioned in my October wrap up. It's They Both Die at the End by Adam Silvera. As I mentioned then, this is a kick in the guts, so if you need a bit of a cry, definitely pick this one up. I did give it 5 out of 5 stars. I really enjoyed this book, and for the impact alone, when books move me that much, they generally get a pretty high rating. I really enjoy this one. It makes you think a lot about your own life and what you would do if you're in the character situations. After that sucker punch, I definitely needed something a bit more light, a bit more fluffy, a bit more girly. So I picked up a reread and started To All the Boys I've Loved Before by Jenny Han. Now, I mentioned this I think in my wrap up too. I first read this book back in 2014 when I was on my Kentucky. Loved it. At the time I think it was the only book out, and I didn't realise there was 2 more books in the trilogy. So I was super excited to learn that this year, and I have since read all 3 books in November. I actually read all 3 of these, so To All the Boys I Loved Before, P.S. I Still Love You, and Always and Forever Lara Jean by Jenny Han. Now, again, all of these are just so sweet, so light, so fluffy, so cute. I love them so much. It was definitely needed, as I mentioned, after the horrible pain that was They Both Died at the End. 5 out of 5 for all of these. I love a good contemporary. I think Lara Jean is of any character I've read probably the most similar to me. Not in all regards, but very similar. I think I will actually do a separate video on these on their own, kind of do a little talk about them and a review. Probably should have filmed that as soon as I've read the books, but look, I love these so much. I'll probably be doing a reread not that far in the future because I can't help it. But yeah, these are really light, really girly, very high school, but if you love contemporaries like Anna and the French Kiss or If I Stay, definitely pick these up. And yeah, I've really enjoyed them, read them in a week. Continuing on in my reread train, and I wanted to pick these up for a while. They're one of my absolute favorite books. I'm sorry if you're from Bookstagram, you've heard me rave about these for like a month. Oh, not a month, but for the last few weeks, all I've raved about is the Dyer trilogy by Michelle Hodgkin, and of course you've heard me rave about The Becoming of Noah Shaw by the same author. This series, as I think I've mentioned in my wrap up, is my favorite, one of my favorites of all time. Probably the only other series I've loved for as long as this series would be Harry Potter. I just love it so much, and all of these are 5 out of 5. 10 million out of 5. Go read the books if you haven't read them. Yeah, I powered through this reread all 4 in a week. I think I finished Always and Forever Lara Jean on the Sunday, and the next week I read all 4 of these because I love them so much. They're so good, and I was so happy to start the Noah Shaw book from his perspective and to see where the story took us when he had a turn. Yes, 5 out of 5 for all of these. It's got romance, it's got angst, it's got plot twist, it's got mystery, it's got all the great things. And I would definitely say give it a try. If you have since read this and you've seen me read it and that makes you read it, let me know what you thought. But yes, I devoured these and I already want to reread them again. You know, I really love a book series when I just read it and I want to reread it again. This one, 10 million times so, but I kind of feel the same way about Lara Jean. I think I need a little bit longer between drinks for Lara Jean, but Mara I could pick up right now and just devour again. So good. During the month of November, I got a little bit of poetry reading done, which I'm excited about. As you saw in my poetry favorites video, I actually am a little bit of a poetry buff, and I'm going to be reading some in the month of December, but I want to tell you about the ones I read this month. This month I picked up The Princess Saves Herself in This One by Amanda Lovelace, and oh my god, this book, from the second page in, I literally, whenever I read a poetry book, I take pictures whenever I read them. And I literally took pictures of most of the poems in this book. I took I reckon 50 pictures. I loved it. I had heard mixed reviews about this one, but for me, myself, personally, I just absolutely adored this book, related to so many aspects of this book. And I would definitely recommend it. It's not like your old-fashioned poetry. It's quite short, quite succinct, and so relatable. You know, I've spoken to friends of mine who are fans of other poetry authors that I've read, and if you're fans of Langleaf and Michael Fordham, definitely pick this up. So good, so relatable. 5 out of 5, of course. I don't know if I gave anything in here less than a 5 out of 5. When I love something, I just love it, and I don't care that I generally give out 5s because I'm really easily pleased. The second poetry book that I kicked off, and I actually read in one day, which was today, is Smoke and Mirrors by Michael Fordham, who I just mentioned. Now, I've read, if you've seen my poetry video, which I'll link down below, I've read 2 of his other works, and this is the 3rd one out, called Smoke and Mirrors. As always, he's amazing. He writes about anything from sex to breeding to love to loss, and I just related to so many things in this book, whether it was about losing a friend or a partner or just anything. I don't know, I just feel like Michael and Lang just speak to me. Same with Amanda, they just are so good. I was super excited to get this one in the mail this week, I think only yesterday, and I've already finished it. I actually did not pick up half the books I read / want to read next month. So anyway, my photo gives the idea that I read a fuck ton of books. I think if I'm going in chronological order, the next one that I read, I'm doing a buddy read with my friend Steph from Stephanie Leanne Bookish. I'll link her Instagram and her booktube down below because she's on booktube now. We did a Mara Dyer reread, and we made a promise that if she read Mara Dyer, I would reread Vampire Academy with her. So that's what we did, and we finished Vampire Academy last month. I really enjoyed Vampire Academy. I like the movie as much as it's shit compared to the book, and I do enjoy the characters, so I was super excited to jump back into this world. We did start Frostbite But because we do our book club together, which I'll mention, we didn't get enough time to finish it in November, which is a shame, but I'll definitely be putting that in the video soon for my to be read. So yeah, this one, I don't actually think I rated this one. I guess maybe this one I'd give a 4 out of 5. I enjoyed it. I did enjoy the second one, I think, more when I read it the first time, so I'm excited to jump back in. And I think because I've read this before and it's very similar to the movie, I kind of knew what I was expecting. So maybe, yeah, we'll say 4 out of 5 for this one. Now, technically, I have read a little bit more this month. These are 2 books that I have started and are yet to finish. I started Frostbite, the second Vampire Academy book by Rochelle Mead, and I am not very far in. The second one's where I wanted to be a few days ago when I'm still not there. Continue that in December for my to be read. Another one that I started only a few days ago and I'm hoping to finish tonight, probably tomorrow / over the weekend, is One of Us Is Lying by Karen McManus. Now, I love a good YA sleuthing / mystery / whodunit. I love that, and I love YA. So putting it all in one book is amazing. Plus, they're unreliable narrators. Love it. I just realized I haven't described any of the other books I've written. Oh well. Basically, if you don't know about this book, 5 kids go into detention, one of them dies, and basically one of them's lying who did it. So I'm really intrigued to see who done it. I have my suspicions. I'll be doing a vlog with my girl Stephanie. I'll link our book club YouTube down below. We will be doing a live chat on Sunday afternoon my time, Saturday night her time. It's all information's on our Twitter, on our Instagram, and on our personal accounts. So go out and check that out, and I'll leave that information down below anyway as well. I'm really enjoying it. As I said, I only started yesterday, I think, on the day before, maybe Monday, but I got most of this reading done today. I'm just under halfway through, so I'm really excited to see how it all ends, and people keep messaging me like, oh my god, I can't wait to see what you think. So yeah, really excited. Okay, so that's what I read / started to read in November. Here's what I plan to read in December. Now, you may think this is really ambitious, and normally I would say so, but I'm gonna try and smash out and eat some serious books like I did in November. So here we go. Let's say I can do it. We'll start with some poetry books I plan to read this month. There is quite a few, but I literally read Michael's book Smoke and Mirrors in one day. They're really easy reads, but really they just really touch me. Really get to my heart. The first one I'm going to be starting off with this month that I am so excited to get, again, this is the third one of her works that I have got, is The Universe of Us by Lang Leave. I've heard amazing things about this one in particular. I love her first book, Love and Misadventure. It's what started my whole poetry chain, and I'm so excited. Again, I rave about Lang Leave in my poetry video. I'll link it down below. The poetry books that I want to read in December are Milk and Honey by Rupi Kaur. I still can't say her name properly. I'm really sorry. I've had this on at my to be read for ages. I just was thinking, I literally got Smoke and Mirrors a day ago and I've already read it, but I've had this one for like 6 months and I haven't. I think it's because I know I love Michael and Lang, whereas this girl I'm sure I'm gonna love, but I just haven't read it yet. So this one will be next after Lang Leave. I definitely want to see what all the hype is about, and I'm sure I'm gonna love it. After that, these 2 are books I've wanted to read for a little while too, and as soon as I get paid, I'm buying all of Bo Taplin's books. This one is called Buried Light, and it's described as a fearless exploration of the human experience, a gentle unearthing of the spirit, a dismantling of the heart. Goddamn, that sounds amazing. And yeah, I already want to get his new book. I think it's called Bloom, and he has so many other ones you can get too. So when I get paid / for Christmas, I'm going to be asking for some of both books that I need to read and devour immediately because he's amazing. Last on the poetry train for December is I Wrote This For You by Ian Reading. Please find this. Again, I've mentioned this in my poetry video, which I've mentioned about 5 times. I've wanted to read this for years and I just need to get around to it. So definitely want to do that before the year's up. Apart from next month's Bad Witches Read, which is our book club, of course, in December, I want to continue on with the Vampire Academy reread and pick up Shadow Kiss by Rochelle Mead. Now, I'll admit, when I originally read Vampire Academy, I may have stopped at this book because I was bored out of my mind. So I'm hoping, I am hoping Steph will help me through this because, yeah, I'm sure this time around I'll be more interested, but last time I just got bored and stopped reading. Apart from those, there's 2 Christmas reads that I want to read this month, and I have actually never read a Christmas book at Christmas before, so I'm really excited. I fucking love Christmas. Don't worry, you will soon see how much I love it. But I actually have had this book that I have in my hand for honestly probably 3 years. Never thought to pick it up, and only once I joined Bookstagram I actually looked at this book and I was like, oh my god, Gail Foreman, Jenny Hand, Stephanie Perkins, Lainey Taylor, Rainbow Rowell. I was like, whoa, there's so many great YA authors, and it's My True Love Gave to Me, edited by Stephanie Perkins. But I don't know if you can see that clearly, it does have a lot of awesome YA authors that are have got short stories on this. It's Long Cold Nights for Falling in Love. And it's all Christmas and winter themed. Oh look, your temporary Santa. I love it. So I'm dying to start this. I love a good Christmas read. Another one that I want to read that I saw on Goodreads the other day when I was looking at this one, as well as I think it's Fanatical Bird December's book of the month. But I think they're reading it and doing a discussion on it. I'll link their information down below. Is My New Crush Gave to Me. Basically, it's a cute high school Christmas book. It's got a picture on the front, I'll link it here somewhere, that is essentially a Christmas sweater. I don't know what it is. I think it's like about a school paper and she has a crush on him and she's gonna determine to make him like her. I think that's what the story's about. Either way, it's super cute and it's Christmas related. And yeah, I read 11 books. Anyway, if you like this video, like down below, subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye! The first book that I'll mention, I definitely met. This month I picked up the. We did the our book chub. Other poetry books that I want to get rid of. There's a Fearless Explorer, and then last on the